Welcome to the pit. 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 Welcome to the pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit. Welcome to Pit.
Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit.
Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit. Welcome to the pit.
Home team, what's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Rex coming to let you know about the summer giveaway that we're having with the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, have a chance to win some free stuff, you got to go to Instagram and subscribe to Blakberry Rex on Instagram and enter the raffle for your chance to win. Home team, what's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Rex coming to let you know about the summer giveaway that we're having with the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, have a chance to win some free stuff, you got to go to Instagram and subscribe to Blakberry Rex on Instagram and enter the raffle for your chance to win.
Chevron. Oh boy.
Now if it's a party, you know I slide through. Ain't why me shine with no dime when I slide through.
Yeah!
I keep it real, I don't lie when I slide through. Now if it's a party, you know I slide through. Why me shine with no dime when I slide through. Bitch, I'm elevator high when I slide through. I keep it real, I don't lie when I slide through. Step up in this bitch like I'm 10 feet high. Ho, I'm just outstanding. I can't lie. I got the green next to me. Call that shit a standby. It ain't one beat.
Time for the hottest show on a Thursday night, whether anybody knows
I'm
it or
raising
not.
up the temperature. You're looking for some Malbality. He gon' get up in ya. Yeah, a nigga going
For the
hard
red
as fuck. I'm
shit.
tired of whack shit. I guess it's you if I'm offending ya. Now if it's a party, you know I slide through. Ain't why me shine with no dime when I slide through. Hey bitch, I'm elevator high when I slide through. I keep it real, I don't lie when I slide through. Now if it's a party, you know I slide through. Why me shine with no dime when I slide through. Hey bitch, I'm elevator high when I slide through.
If you're new to the channel, make sure you do your boy a solid. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you can know when we drop content just like this on the weekly basis. We like to go up on a Thursday around here because it's the hottest show on a Thursday night, whether anybody knows it or not. Let's go ahead and get down to the nitty and the gritty. Appreciate everybody that done came through. Appreciate everybody that's gonna come through when they come through. I am your host, Blakberry Lorex. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. Y'all make sure you do yourself a justice. Don't do yourself an injustice. Hit that like button and make sure you're engaging down here in the chat with the loyal compadres and compadres of the channel. And if you're new to the channel, then we surely appreciate you coming through and partying with us on a Thursday night. Tonight, we got some conversation about these Atlanta Falcons that I just came across. And I'm going to be honest with you. I just came across this literally before the show started. And I decided to pivot into this conversation because I think it's very interesting, because there are quarter century teams, there are half century teams, there are all century teams, of 3/4 century team, you know, all that good shit for the NBA and for the NFL now is something that they're doing now. And the Atlanta Falcons, we have 4 former Atlanta Falcons, which is not hard to do in 25 years, but there are 4 former Atlanta Falcons that made ESPN's quarter century team. We're going to talk about that because only one of the 4 was a pure Falcon. The others journeyed or cut their teeth somewhere else and then came to the Falcons at some point. But we're going to get into it. Also, Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons, coming from the Atlanta Falcons camp. The Atlanta Falcons, they trust that Kirk Cousins is going to fall right into his role as the backup quarterback. They think he will settle in to being the backup quarterback. But as we like to say, the highest paid backup quarterback in NFL history will be taking place in 2025 right here in Atlanta. But something I want to talk about before we get into the meat and potatoes of the night is the Atlanta Falcons seem to be that team. We make history in every way you can possibly imagine, except for the one that counts, and that's winning gold. That's trophies. That's championships. We tend to make all sorts of history. And as a sports fan, somebody that's paid attention to a lot of what goes on in football, basketball, baseball, the major sport outlets. I've paid attention over my years quite a bit of some of the history marking events that occur in the respective sports. In basketball, I've been blessed to be able to see the reins be passed down, so to speak, from one superstar to the next, from one face of the league to the next for generations now. For 30 years now, for over 30 years, I've been able to see those reigns passed from Magic / Bird to Jordan, from Jordan to Kobe, from Kobe to LeBron / Steph Curry. In baseball, I got to witness the Atlanta Braves be the longest running division winners in Major League Baseball history. I got to see that. I got to see them win at least two pennants. I got to see them win at least two championships. The Georgia Bulldogs, I got to witness them be one of the longest running SEC championship teams in quite some, in NCAA football, and win a handful of championships. I got to witness Tiger Woods in this lifetime. I've gotten to witness Serena Williams and Venus Williams when they first hit the scene, when they first got that notoriety, when they became global superstars. I've gotten to witness that. In football, there's been so many benchmarks, so many history-making moments in football. So many memorable moments that nobody will forget. When I think about Atlanta sports, and I think about baseball and basketball, baseball is America's game, right? Or at least that's the stigma still, right? That's still the same, so to speak, I guess. Basketball is worldwide. They play basketball everywhere. Same with baseball. But football is literally America's game. Like, that's literally the game that you can honestly say is our most popular sport. So much so that other countries now, not now, but they've been doing this, are trying to start leagues identical to the NFL. The NFL is going out into the world and planting seeds of other branches of marketable football leagues around the world. And it worries me that we know everybody watches this country. We know everybody watches the United States. If the head of the snake, if the spearhead, if the front runner is the NFL over Major League Baseball, over Major League Soccer, and the NBA, as far as team sports go, if football is at the front of those sports and the whole world is watching in the United States, and for political reasons, entertainment reasons, religious reasons in some aspects, not most, but some, it worries me that our Atlanta Falcons in 60 years, I want to put something up here. Well, I'm not going to put it up. Yeah, I'm going to put it up. But in 60 years, In 60 years, not only has the Atlanta Falcons been factioned, but the NFL has grown to be the most revered and sought out, the most popular league in the world. It's arguable that it's Major League Baseball. You can argue that. You can argue that it's Major League Baseball. You might even be able to argue that it's the NBA. But in my fairest opinion, it's the NFL. The NFL is the most popular league in the world. More people watch the Super Bowl than more people in the world watch the Super Bowl than the World Series. More people in the world watch the NBA, the Super Bowl than the NBA Finals. I don't think it's any doubt that the NFL is the most popular. And it worries me that our Atlanta Falcons, in those 60 years of watching the NFL become what it is, it worries me that our Falcons are the most disappointing franchise in this league. It worries me that that's the reputation that we have over 6 generations. Over 6 generations of football. That worries me. But the NFL is the most popular league in the world. And yet, I don't believe our Atlanta Falcons have earned the respect that us, the fan base, want to be given. I don't think we've earned that. I don't think this Falcons organization, I don't think this team in a whole, I don't think they've earned the respect that a lot of us try to vouch for. A lot of content creators, especially. We want the Falcons to have this respect around the football fan base, around the sports realm. We want to have this respect that we just haven't earned. We got content creators want to hold coaches accountable for fucking up in their first season as the head coach for a team, to the extent of finding every way they can to down the coach. We got content creators that want to find every last single article or post that they could find about a rumor of a player for another team becoming available, or somebody having turmoil at on another team and they may release him or they may want to trade him. We keep having content creators fish for these other players on other teams that have these names to become available, because even with the on paper success that we've had this all season, they still want perfection. They're still reaching for perfection. Vince Lombardi said, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not fully quoting, but Vince Lombardi said that perfection is not attainable. But in the pursuit of perfection, you can capture excellence. I'm going to expand on that quote tomorrow morning on Let's Be Clear. But for tonight, I want Falcons fans to sleep on that quote. I want you to sleep on that quote from the trophy himself, Vince Lombardi. Perfection is not attainable. But in the pursuit of it, you can catch excellence. We'll expand on that tomorrow. But for tonight, let's get into the loyal compadres and compadres of the channel. I just had to get a little serious with y'all right there, because 60 years being a faction, we watched the NFL become one of the most polarizing, I don't have words for what the NFL is, man. That's how big the league has gotten. I don't even have words to describe how much this league means to a lot of people in this world, in the entire planet. I don't know why somebody want to pull up in my goddamn driveway playing damn Future and shit. But yeah. Let's get to the loyal compadres and compadres, man, of the channel. We got Michael in the building. What's going on with you, Michael? He say Black got that fire. Yes, sir. We got Jonte Roger in the house. He say, what it do, Blackberry? No C, just the K. Boy, y'all better learn some. We got Georgia, Texas boy in the house. Currently not of Georgia or Texas, but that ain't none of y'all motherfucking business. What's happening, Blackberry and Falcons family? The new era is here. The Atlanta Falcons will rise in 2025. What's up with you, Georgia, Texas boy? One of the usual suspects around here. We got Millie Mills. He say home team. What's up with it? What's up with you, Millie Mills? We got Eric Mack in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, Eric Mack. He say, okay. What's up with you, my guy? We got Xavier Littman in the house with the red and black. We got King Richie in the house, one of the usual suspects around this bitch. We got let me say Blackberry with the remix. But look, I had that little chopping screw. I had that little chopping screw. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, little T-Pain with it. Little Teddy Pender ass down with it. Little T-Pain with it. We got Southside 12 in the house. He said, what up, Blackberry? Got that red and that black in that chat. What's up with you, my guy? We got D. Sloan in the house. He say, home team. What's up, home team? What's up with you, D. Sloan? We got T. Terry in the house. What's up with you, T. Terry? Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Who else we got, man? We got Silk Legacy in the house, a.k.a. Deshaun Coswell in the building. He say, what's up, Blackberry? Yeek, get some. Well, y'all don't even know how old school that is, boy. Y'all have no idea how old school that is. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of the night. The ESPN, the 4-letter network, they have listed their quarter century all-pro team. And among it are 4 former Atlanta Falcons. Now, in a quarter century, it's not hard for 4 former Falcons to land on this list. Especially if it's not being specifically. Let me get my tone right. The tip of the tone, let the tip of the tone take care of the rest. The tip of the tone take care of the tip of the tone, take care of the tip of the tone. All right. The Atlanta Falcons have 4 former all-pro players that the ESPN has included on their quarter century all-pro team. And it's not specifically, there we go. Boy, I got that. Ooh, that was hard. That was hard. I was trying my best not to say Pacific. So it's not specifically Atlanta Falcons that were drafted to the Falcons and spent 5 to 10 years with the Falcons or something like that, but just former all-pros that were once upon a time ago Atlanta Falcons. One of them is Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell is on the ESPN All-Pro Quarter Century team. I read this article on Sports Illustrated. This was on a Sports Illustrated article. And the first thing I thought to myself was, if Matt Ryan is not on this damn list, I'm going to write a fucking letter. I'm going to write a letter complaining to the ESPN executives that they have incompetent writers and reporters and incompetent voters for whoever voted for this fucking shit. And the first name I see on these former all-pros that are on the quarter century team for the ESPN executives or whoever the fuck is Calais Campbell. That's when I really didn't want to take it serious. Because we're at that time in the off season when reporters are going to report stupid shit about the Falcons. Not only do we have to look at stupid fucking trade rumors every fucking day. Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney, Tyler Algier, AJ Terrell, Caleb McGinn, Kirk Cousins. We gotta listen to this. We gotta see and read and listen to this shit all off season. But the first name is Calais Campbell that you're mentioning as a former Falcon that made ESPN's quarter century all-pro team. First of all, if I'm running out of shit to report, then I might want to go do my job a little bit harder than what I've been doing it. I might want to go do a better fucking job as a reporter, getting something to report if I'm covering the Falcons for a journalism outlet. I just don't understand why we have to be subject to this bullshit. This is why fans want to hear. This is why they want to come to the non-professional journalists, the content creators. Most of us, I ain't gonna say all of us aren't professional journalists, but most of us, 95, probably 98.9% of us are not professional journalists. This is why the fan base rather comes to us to get their news, to get their content, to get their Falcon entertainment, because I can't take none of these journalists serious. I know you got to write something. It's your job. They expecting you to get something out about the Falcons. This what you go with? This what you go with? The next person on that list was Tony Gonzalez. And not mad about Tony Gonzalez being on that list. I mean, if he's Tony Gonzalez, he's going to be on the quarter century, on the quarter century team. He's going to be on it. He's Tony G. He's one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. The next person was Devin Hester, and the person after that was Julio Jones. But this is not about who's on the list. This is about why this needs to be reported. This is about why this needs to be the headline that I see when I go look up Atlanta Falcons news. 4 former Atlanta Falcon All-Pro players make ESPN's quarter century All-Pro team. Excuse me. I started this off by talking about the respect that we as Falcon fans want to be given for our team. Nobody knows it, but this is the shit that, well, we know it, but this is the shit that I'm talking about when I talk about that disrespect. When I talk about that respect that we haven't earned. I find myself trying to find words right now because in the 25 years that this article is in reference to, that ESPN is in reference to with this All-Pro team, envision this, those of you that are here watching this. Envision this. Think about the Pro Bowl.
Think about turning on a Pro Bowl game and seeing players representing their teams with their helmets on. They got on their Falcon helmets. They got on whoever helmets teams that they play for, right? The uniforms are the same. I mean, the jerseys would be the same, but they wore their team's helmets. And I want you to think about over the years. I want you to think about how many Falcon helmets you in your mind can instantly think of seeing at a Pro Bowl event, in a Pro Bowl game. Just think about it. Just think about it. Think about in your mind, try to envision, try to imagine right now seeing somebody on a Pro Bowl field playing in a Pro Bowl game with a Falcon helmet on. Just think, what's the first name comes to mind? Put it in the chat. What's the first name comes to mind when you think about Pro Bowl playing on the field that you saw playing in a Pro Bowl game? What's the first name comes to mind? Give me your first, second, and third. Here. San Francisco 49ers. New England Patriots. Baltimore Ravens. Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm naming teams that when I would turn on a Pro Bowl game, that's what I mostly saw. That's what you mostly saw. In the NFC, you saw hella San Francisco play helmets. You saw hella Philadelphia Eagle helmets. What's wrong, baby? What you doing? What you looking for?
My Barbie doll.
Oh, it's not in here. Come here. What kind you doing?
He's playing with my Gabby dollhouse.
Don't let him play with no dollhouse. You go play with the dollhouse. Close the door back. Bye-bye. That's my daughter. But when you turn on a Pro Bowl game, you didn't see Falcon helmets like that, y'all. You didn't. You seen a Falcon helmet scattered in the mix. Scattered in the mix. Because that respect that Falcons players should be getting, they're not getting. It's been plenty of Falcon players that should have made more Pro Bowl appearances. Plenty of them. Plenty. The quarter-century All-Pro ESPN team. 4 former Atlanta Falcons on that team.
Tony Gonzalez, Calais Campbell, Devin Hester, and Julio Jones. I'm pretty sure Devin Hester is the return specialist. I'm pretty sure Tony Gonzalez was first tight end on the number one tight end. Julio Jones was probably the number 2 receiver. Hell, to be honest with you, they probably got him as the number 3 or the number 4 receiver, knowing them. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. And Calais Campbell. Probably starting. Probably. I'm not that interested in looking up Atlanta Falcons news, and that's one of the first things I see. That lets me not only know that we in that part of the offseason where it ain't shit else to damn talk about, but it reminds me of where we are as an organization. It's another reminder of the Atlanta Falcons shortcomings. It's another reminder of the quote-unquote cursed franchise that we've been labeled as for quite some time now. It's another reminder of us not being able to get over the hump. The most consistent shortcoming and failure is the coaching for the Atlanta Falcons. And this is something that Big Will and others have highlighted. Over the past months, the coaching has been the biggest problem for the Falcons. We got ESPN creating a all-quarter century team. A quarter century all-pro team. And Devin Hester, Calais Campbell, and Tony Gonzalez are the 3 of the 4 Falcons on that team. Or former Falcons. And Julio Jones is the only one drafted to the Falcons who cut his teeth with the Falcons. I don't know how my daughter keep coming in here distracting me. I don't know how anybody is not seeing things the way I'm seeing them right now. It's a reason why I keep putting this up. It's a reason why I keep putting this up. My mother is 62 years old. See, I'm sorry. My mother is 62. She was 63. 62 or 63. Hold on. When she was born? She was born at 6. She was born at 64. Huh? When she was born? She's 62. Huh? Hold on. Wait a minute. When my mom was born? She's 62 years old. She was still a toddler when this fucking team was fashioned. Okay? Think about that. 60 years. That number right there, 60. 60. How is it that I'm one of few people that's actually seeing this the way that I'm seeing it? We still got fans and content creators talking about we got to give them time. We got to give it time. We can't expect to win now. Look at that motherfucking number right there. 60th. Some of y'all watching this shit right now ain't been around half of that time. But we still got motherfuckers talking about. We still got motherfuckers talking about. We can't expect this and that. Michael Penix, expect him to do Ricky things or have Ricky mistakes. I mean, I'm going to expect that. But that ain't the expectation you need to be highlighting. That ain't the expectation you need to be telling fans to think about. That ain't the expectation that you need to be talking about. And this might be my opinion, but I expect for a team over 60 fucking years to get over the motherfucking hump at some fucking point. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. By any means necessary. It's time to figure some shit out. Expect. What are the expectations? I did expectations for the rookie class based off of what I heard. Excuse me. Based off of what I saw on another channel going over to asking the question, who was it? Locked On Sports. Locked On Falcons. Asking the question, are the rookies ready? What? We got to have something to talk about, but what? Expectations. Content creators jumping down fans' throats about having expectations to win this amount of games, win 13 games, or sweep the division, or winning a playoff game, or Michael Penix having over 4,000 yards receiving, having 20 plus touchdowns with 10 less or 10 minus 10 interceptions. Yeah. Expectations, this, that, and the other. Do y'all know that none of your expectations make or break this fucking team? If you don't expect much because you know this is Michael Penix's first full season as the starting quarterback, so you're not expecting much, that's just you wanting to go off of what you've seen over the history of this team. Because we've seen quarterbacks in their first full season as a team's starting quarterback go win a championship. We've seen it happen. We've seen teams with the quarterback for the first time. In the first year as their quarterback, period, go win championships. We've seen coaches get to a team and win with that team in their first year, second year. King Richard say, we got to learn how to win again. Think about this, y'all. Think about this. You can't learn how to do something again that you ain't done. When I think about winning, I think about winning the whole damn thing. And King Richard not wrong in what he's saying here. I don't think he's wrong. I'm agreeing with him. But I would take the again part out. And I would say we got to learn how to win. I experienced this in my personal life. Being a business owner, being an entrepreneur. I've done way more failing than I have succeeding in my line of work. But the reason how I know I win is when I pay off that truck, when I land that account, when I close on that deal, when I close on that property, when I get that deed in my hand, when I get that title in my name, in my hand, that's when I know I won. That's when I know I won. I look in the real estate game and I see people getting excited about going and getting a loan for a house. It's all well and good. That's great, especially in today's market, especially in today's real estate market. If you go get you a loan for a home, you have accomplished something, but the battle has been won. The war has just begun. I don't want to pass down a debt to my kids and or my family when I'm gone. I don't want to pass down a debt to them. I want to pass down an asset. Now, if I take care of my business and I don't have that deed yet, but I got some equity in that home, then they have an option. But y'all ever heard of this saying? Oh, I think you probably haven't heard of it because this is some shit that I came up with a long time ago. But something I like to say is, I don't want to have eaten apple. I don't want to have eaten apple. The doctor said an apple a day keeps the doctor away. If I eat a half apple, can I ensure that I'm still not going to have to go to the doctor? If you tell me you don't have to own a home, you can just build equity in it, sell it, and get the difference, right? Use the difference to invest again into something else. You can repeat that process, but what they don't tell you is you still ain't owning shit. You're being given resources. You're being given things of value with this franchise, with the Falcons. You're being given value. Learning how to win. With that, we have not figured out. When is it going to get to the point with the fans that we don't want to continue to be hopeful? We don't want to continue to be given equity. What do you get more with? Do you get more with equity or do you get more with the deed? Do you get more with 100% ownership? What you get more with? I'm tired of being given the players, but the coaches just ain't quite good enough sometimes. Sometimes they're horrible. Sometimes they're okay. Sometimes they're average. Sometimes they're slightly above average, but not quite good enough yet. Not quite there yet. But oh shit, we got quarter century players on the ESPN All Pro quarter century team. We got one of the best receivers they ever played with the Falcons. We had an MVP quarterback. We're being given equity. We got equity in this team. We can talk about the greats, the Michael Vicks, the Matt Ryans, the Michael Turners. We can talk about having the Jesse Tuggles. We can talk about having the Tony Gonzalez's, the Roddy Whites. We can talk about having Bijan Robinson, electrifying, the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment. We can talk about having all of these great athletes. We still can't talk about having a fucking Lombardi. We still can't talk about that game that came down to the wire where we needed to get in field goal range to win a championship and put it on the leg of our kicker and win us a championship. We can't talk about that game-winning championship throw. We can't talk about that game-winning championship touchdown. We can't talk about that because that shit ain't happened. That's why King Richard got to take that again off. He got to take that off of that, and he just got to say, we got to learn how to win because we ain't won shit. This Falcon team we got this season is stacked. It's stacked. And 3 Duddy, I got to disagree with you on this one. Expectations is another word for goals, and that gives you something to strive for. I'm expected to get up out of bed and take my ass to work and provide for my family. You're expected to do the same. I'm expected to, when I get pulled over by the cops, to keep my cool and comply so that I don't end up dead or in jail. I'm expected to do everything out here on a legal, even in a legal manner. I'm expected to go out here and be a law-abiding citizen. I'm expected to be a God-fearing man. I'm expected to be a lot and to do a lot. Them ain't goals. That's what I'm expected to do. Why? Because that's what you're expected to do, because that's what you're expected to be capable of. Your expectations are based off of capability. What are you capable of? A swimmer is expected to meet a time in a relay before they make the Olympics. Same thing with a runner in track. Same thing with a shot putter. Same thing with a hurdler. Same thing with a wrestler. You're expected to do certain things so that you can be a part of something. If the Falcons are expected to do something, it's because we know what they're capable of doing. That's the fucking difference between what we're talking about and what people are afraid to stand on. That's why I say I don't have no problem with saying that the Falcons are going to go contend with the best in this league. I don't have a problem with saying that they will contend with the best because I see what they're capable of. I see that Raheem Morris is a leader of men. I see that Jeff Ulbrich is a defensive-minded guru specialist. I see that Zach Robinson is a creative minded offensive coordinator. It is capable of putting together an 8th overall offense. I see that. I see that this special teams unit has been consistent under Marquise. I see that this offensive line has been the most consistent unit on this team that Arthur Smith put together. I see that. I see what Bijan can do. I see what Tyler Algier can do. I see what Drake London and Darnell Mooney and Kyle Pitts are capable of. I see what this young talent can do. If you want to know why I can see it, because I saw them do it. I've seen it done. As a unit, it should all come together. I expect for the talent to live up to their capabilities. I expect for the coaching staff to know how to manage the team, manage a game. Don't worry, Dred. It's coming. Boy, I ain't played the beta, but trust me. I'm getting that Madden, boy, because them birds gonna be the shit. Them birds gonna be the shit on that Madden. But we talking real football right now. Expectations are based off of capability. I ain't afraid to say I expect for the Falcons to win this division. Do I expect them to sweep the division? No, because in this division that rarely happens. It's a tougher division than people are giving it credit for. But I expect them to win it. I expect for them to go and compete with the best. We got some early tests. We got Washington. We got Buffalo. We got some early tests. We got Tampa and Carolina early. Miller Mill said, "Hey, Blakberry, Priest Holmes over LT on that list is crazy. if ESPN talking about it. I didn't know that. I haven't actually looked at the entire list. I just read this that article on Sports Illustrated about the 4 former Atlanta Falcons that made the team. But yeah, Priest Home over LaDainian Tomlinson, y'all crazy as fuck. And I love Priest Holmes. But over LT, nah. Get out of here. Nah. Y'all got any questions for you, boy? Ask me some questions. This was meant to be a short one, not a long one. It was meant to be my thing is this, y'all. Facts, Georgia, Texas, boy. You better say that. The only running back I'm putting over LT is Adrian Peterson. That's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. Well, it ain't a fact. It's our opinion, but it's close. That's the closest you gonna get to a motherfucking fact around here. That ain't a fact. Shit. I just don't listen, y'all. Everybody want to talk about expectations right now. Hell, including myself. What the hell is that? I don't know what that is. $3.30 saying, in your opinion, does running back pickup says anything regarding Kyle Algier? No, he don't. He's just a depth piece. Corbin or Morbin, the guy, I think his name was LaShawn or something like that. Jason Corbin. Nah, he don't move no needle. He just a depth piece. And CMC over AP and Henry over Jerome. Dumb motherfuckers, y'all say that. Look, it's not taking none away from Christian McCaffrey. It's not taking none away from Derrick Henry. But we talking about Jerome Bettis and Adrian Peterson. In a time when I think both of those guys were playing in a time of during it was still a transitioning phase from it being more of a running league to a passing league, in my opinion. Y'all notice Terry Fontenot always go get the best players from the UFL every year. Because Atlanta is a good selling. Coming to Atlanta is a good selling point. It's a good selling point. Like, hey, something you can sell them on is, at least at least you're getting out that cold weather. You're gonna come to Atlanta where the weather's nice, it's consistent mostly. You coming to a city with culture and a fun city, but you got an opportunity. We give you an opportunity. We got a coaching staff that's gonna give you an opportunity here to make something out of yourself. Atlanta's a good selling point. Southside say Blakberry, I kind of felt like Jace was going to be replaced. He just didn't do one thing special as a third running back. Oh, McClellan, or whatever boy name was. I didn't see it. I didn't think I didn't see that coming. I thought he would be on the team. Actually, I thought he was gonna make the team. But must have been something going on with the young fella. But hey, expectations, man, they are something that people are afraid to stand on and have an opinion on. Expectations are I'm just gonna say this. If you somebody that don't expect much out of something, out of things, if you're somebody that finding excuses to not expect for something that's capable of being great to be great, because you just don't want to, I don't know, maybe you don't want to look stupid. Maybe you don't want to look unintelligent or some shit. I don't fucking know. But if you're somebody that just rather just play it safe, you're going to be stagnant in your development as a person. Because you're going to carry that over into your personal everyday life. You're going to carry that over. You're not going to go for that promotion at that job. You're not going to go for that promotion at that job. You're not going to go for that girl that you saw that you want to talk to. You're not going to go for that guy that you saw that you want to talk to. You're not going to take chances. Expectations are based on what people are capable of. And what Georgia Tech boy said right here is absolutely true. I expect for my cousin to go to jail because he's been to jail multiple times for doing multiple dumbass things. And the last time I saw him, he was still doing those dumbass things. So I expect for him to go to jail. I expect for my child to try to reach for the stove when I turn my back because I've seen him do it before. So I expect him to try it again. That's why I turn around quickly to make sure he doesn't. I expect for Bijan Robinson to make the first man miss because I've seen him do it multiple times before. I expect for Tyler Algier to get 1 to 2 tough yards on third down in a crowd of people because I've seen him do it multiple times. I expect for Drake London to make a tough contested catch because I've seen him do it multiple times. I expect for Raheem Morris to make a mistake because we've seen him do it multiple times. But I also expect for Jeff Ulbrich to be his his compromiser. Because I saw and heard him say that that's the type of relationship that they have. Which means that Terry Fontenot hired Jeff Ulbrich knowing that he's going to push back sometimes on something. And more than likely, it's going to be to save me from myself. That's why he hired him. Not just because of his coaching ability, but also because he knows if I look like I'm getting in my own way, I have somebody here to reel me back in. Somebody I trust to tell me that that's probably not the best move to make. And I trust their input on that. I expect this to make a difference in winning. Expectations are based off of what someone or something is capable of doing. This Falcons team is capable of achieving greatness in 2025. Because I put all of these individual expectations together. I expect for Bijan to be dynamic. I expect for Tyler Algier to pick up tough yards. I expect for Michael Penix to be as a leader, a captain. I expect for Jalen Walker to be the leader on that defense, the vocal leader. I expect for AJ Terrell to hold down his side of the field. I expect for Jesse Bates to be a difference maker. I expect these things. Because these people have shown me that they're capable of this. So as a collective, I expect them to all be great. Expectations are based off of what someone or something is capable of. If you're afraid to stand on what you see, if you're afraid to stand on your analysis of a player, of a team, of a concept, of a strategy, of a scheme, of a game plan, if you're afraid to stand on those analyses, then your expectations are going to be low. Or somewhere in between. You won't have high expectations. And you will carry that into your day-to-day, every day. You won't strive for greatness because you expect to be let down. You expect to fail. You expect to not be as good as you imagine yourself being. So your expectations remain low or somewhere in between. Don't be afraid to stand on what you think this team is going to be capable of doing in 2025. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And let it be known if you expect for this team to win a championship, if you expect for this team to make the playoffs or win the conference or win the division, whatever the case is, don't be afraid of those expectations. We're going to wrap this thing on up, man. Y'all make sure y'all do what it do and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all that good shit. Make sure you share this to your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, your X, or whatever it's called. Make sure you do the damn thing. Continue to support your boy. I appreciate everybody. Y'all stay tuned. for the promo video, letting you know how you can win some free shit. Y'all make sure y'all go to Instagram, subscribe to Blakberry Lyrics. That's Blakberry, no C, just a K on Instagram, and see how you can be entered into this raffle. Actually, I'm finna show you right now how you can be entered into this raffle so that you can win some free exclusive merchandise that has not dropped yet. But you make sure you do the damn thing. Continue to support your boy. I appreciate everybody that came through. Appreciate everybody that's going to come through when they come through. And y'all keep doing the damn thing, man. Georgia Tech boy said, man, I ain't got Instagram, boy. You better go create one if you want to win some free shit. You better go create one. You want a chance to win some free merch from your boy. So y'all make sure y'all make it do what it do, man. Catch me on the flip side, home team.
Home team, home team. What's happening, home team? It's your boy Blakberry Lyrics coming to let you know about the summer giveaway that we're having with the home team with Blakberry. That's Blakberry, no C, just the K. If you want to be a part of this giveaway, have a chance to win some free stuff, you got to go to Instagram and subscribe to Blakberry Lyrics on Instagram and enter the raffle for your chance to win.